Today, we're going to be talking about letting yourself be wrong when it comes to believing in your goals. So, I want you to have your goal in mind, and then I want you to ask yourself, why do I not want to believe that I can achieve my goal? And oftentimes, what will come up is this idea is that I will be wrong. It won't actually happen. I'll feel humiliated. I'll feel embarrassed. I'll feel disappointed. And then that's why we don't believe in our goal, is because we're trying to avoid these feelings. But I want you to think about what emotion comes up when you aren't believing in your goal. So while you're trying to achieve your goal and you're going after it, but you're not believing, how does it feel? Maybe you have some self doubt. Maybe you have some fear. Maybe you're already feeling disappointment. Maybe you are feeling embarrassed because you're like, I'm going for something, but it's not going to happen. So, like, this feels really uncomfortable. Really just notice what are the emotions that you feel because you're not believing in your goal. Oftentimes our brain thinks that, hey, if we just don't believe, we get out of the negative emotion, except what happens is we end up feeling bad now anyway. And I want you to also ask yourself, how will I feel if I don't hit the goal, regardless of whether or not I believed? Because oftentimes we can still feel disappointed. We can still feel embarrassed. We can still feel bad, even if we don't hit our goal, regardless of whether or not we believed or we didn't believe. So, what I want to do is really just be open to feeling embarrassed, to feeling humiliated, to feeling disappointed, to being wrong, because I get to have a better experience now and I get to believe in my goal. And here's the funny thing about believing in our goals is oftentimes it's just us. Like, we don't have to tell 50 people, 100 people, thousands of people that we're believing we can achieve our goal and then it doesn't happen. And then we have to go tell everybody it didn't happen. It can just be between us. Like, you can just believe in your goal. You don't have to tell anyone about it. You can just believe in your goal. And then if you end up being wrong, it's not like you have to go inform everybody. It's just you being like, oh yeah, I thought that I was going to be able to do this in this time frame and it didn't happen. So I'm going to try again. I'm going to extend the time frame. I'm going to tweak a couple things because sometimes it's not this like I get this one chance to do it. And if it doesn't happen, that's it. We can often try again. We can change the parameters. We can do something different. And so I want you to think about being willing to be wrong. I'm going to go all in on my goal. I'm going to believe and I'm going to be willing to be wrong if it doesn't happen because I'm going to treat myself nicely after. Because if it's just you and you're believing in your goal and then you're wrong, the only person you have to deal with is you. And it depends on how you're going to treat yourself. If you're going to be mean, if you're going to judge yourself, if you're going to tell yourself you can't do it, if you're going to just create this horrible experience, then of course you wouldn't want to be wrong because you can just say, well, I didn't think I was going to be able to do it anyway. But if you change how you treat yourself, if you don't achieve your goal, then you don't have to do any of that. You can believe how you want to believe. And then if it doesn't happen, you're like, wow, I am so proud of you for actually believing in your goal. I am so proud of you for showing up and giving it your all. I am so proud of you for being willing to even set a goal because some people don't even do that. If that's what you're going to meet, regardless if you achieve the goal or not, it's not as scary to worry about being wrong or not being wrong. Throughout this whole process, there are these different points where you are building this relationship with you. You're building this trust. You're building how you talk to yourself. You're building this skill of believing in your goal, even if you don't have evidence, even if it feels impossible, even if it feels hard. And if you want help with any of these pieces, then go to successbykayla.com to sign up for your free consult call. Because on that call, we're going to see if you're a great fit for my 12-week coaching program. And during those 12 weeks, it's 100% customized to you. So that means if you want to work on one of these things, two of these things, all of these things, we can cover them and actually help you make progress on your specific situation. So go to successbykayla.com to sign up for your consult call.